Hey guys, I don't know if I'm live yet. It doesn't say it yet. Maybe not. If I am, hello. Hey, I'm going to use my computer, not the best quality ever, because my phone's about to die. So I hope you guys can hear me. I'm going to hop on Facebook in just a second and see your comments. But I hope you guys are here hanging out with me. Okay. Give me just a second. You guys are going to be looking at the top of my head for a second. I'm going to try to close out Facebook. Okay, yay. Hey guys, I hope I'm in the right team page. That would be super embarrassing. Wouldn't it be? Okay, let me go in here and see. Texas. This is why I came in here early, you guys. Okay. Yay! I'm here. Okay, I just had to make sure on Facebook that y'all were getting on. Hey, Texas. I'm assuming y'all are in Texas, right? That's awesome. Okay, so I'll go ahead and get started. You guys, if you drop your questions and things in the comments, I'll kind of check it after I do my intro and then share with you guys some of my best tips and hopefully be able to answer some of your questions. So we totally got the time zones messed up, which worked out great because before I thought I was just going to have 30 minutes with you. Like that was it because I had another commitment. But now I just get to hang out with you guys all night. So I hope you guys are okay with that. I can kind of talk a lot. So pop your questions in there and we will totally get to those. I'm Cody Helmer. I'm excited to be sharing with you guys tonight. My best tips. Recruiting is my thing. You know, we all have our thing if you've been to a Plexus convention. And that's my thing. I love it. I love recruiting. I love bringing people in. I'm one of the top recruiters in the company. Kendall shared with you guys that I had my cool trophy. I've got this little trophy on my desk. But it's one of my favorite things. And so I want to talk to you guys a little bit about that. But I want to share my Plexus story. And you guys, my Plexus testimony is all over the place. And there are so many of them because it's changed so many different things in my life. And it's kind of like, you know, you hear people talk about that onion. I am still, you guys, after 2.5 years in this company, I am still noticing things in my health that are better. For instance, I was in a car accident as a baby, and I always struggled with pain and discomfort in my tailbone and my collarbone. I broke both of those things in a car accident. And I just realized like a few weeks ago, like I cannot remember the last time I dealt with discomfort in those areas. Like I used to not be able to lay flat on like a hard surface. I couldn't do that before. And now I honestly cannot remember the last time I had that issue. So I'm still noticing awesome things in my health. But anyway, I'm going to share the gist of kind of my health journey and then we'll talk a little bit about the business because I know you guys want to get to the meat and potatoes of this call and learn how you can bring more people into your business and reach out better and follow up better and all of those things. So when Plexus scrolled through my Facebook newsfeed a little over 2.5 years ago, and I really cannot believe that it's been that long, I was dealing with a lot of things, but honestly, my weight was like the biggest, the thing that bothered me the most. But I was dealing with a lot of health issues, you guys, but I, like many other people, just accepted that I was going to be sick and tired forever. I gave excuses after excuses. I'm a mom of 6. I'm supposed to be exhausted. I'm supposed to look like poop. I am supposed to wear sweatpants all day, every day. I wasn't sleeping good. I mean, my skin was really bad. I attributed that to stress and genetics because my mom has bad skin too. I mean, all of these different things that I was dealing with, but my weight was the thing that bothered me the most. And when Plexus scrolled through my Facebook news feed, I just thought that it was about weight loss. And I'll share with you my sponsor, Fallon Black. I didn't know her at all, but we befriended each other through a Christian mom of large families group. And so the only thing that I knew about Fallon was that she had a baby, her 5th baby, the same time I had my 6th baby. So her 5th is about 3 weeks, I think, older than my 6th. So when she was posting on Facebook, all skinny, like she was super skinny, and we had just had a baby. Like we were about 4 months postpartum. And she posted on Facebook this picture of her looking all skinny, and she was smiling, she was happy, and she was thin, and I was not. And it was all I could do to sit on the couch and fold this giant pile of laundry. And she's posting on Facebook that she's cleaning her entire bathroom and she has all of this energy and all of these things, right? So I was like, I need what she's drinking. Like, I will drink the Kool-Aid, whatever it is. Like, tell me what it is. And so I reached out to her, asked her what it is, and that's how the ball kind of got rolling. So, so that's my first tip, you guys. Post on Facebook all of your wins. Post about you're feeling skinny. Post about you have energy to clean your bathroom. I mean, post about all of those things. But I joined nonetheless. I joined for the weight loss aspect of this. Of Plexus. I had no idea. I had no idea that it was going to help me with so many other things. You guys, I was overweight and I was tired and I was all of these things, but I was also running to the toilet like all day, every day. If anybody has those types of tummy issues, you know that it can completely control your life. Like, I did not leave my house. It was really, really bad. And you guys have seen my gallbladder post probably floating around here. I had a lot of stomach problems. I had no idea Plexus was going to help me with that. But I have to share with you this part of my story. So I joined Plexus about 2 weeks after that initial conversation with Fallon. She followed up with me one time. I completely ignored her because I did not have the money to join. So keep following up with people. You never know what their circumstances are. But I gathered the money together. I actually took it from our really tight grocery budget and told my husband to just trust me, and we ate spaghetti for a week. But I got my welcome pack, and I started using the products, and I was using them really consistently and doing all of the things. But I got on the scale at 3 weeks into my journey, and I did not lose a single ounce. And I like to have died right there in the bathroom. I was devastated. I was ready to throw in the towel, ready to totally quit. But my husband stood in the bathroom with me, and he said, like, you're falling asleep without your sleeping pills. You're not snapping at the kids all day. You've had energy to do things. You're not drinking your soda. Like, you're pouring it out and wasting soda, which is crazy because I had a giant, like, large diet soda per day from McDonald's addiction before Plexus. So he started pointing out all of these wins, you guys, all of these non-scale victories that I was having that I was completely oblivious to because I was so hyper-focused on the numbers on the scale. And that's how a lot of people are, you guys. So my next tip, follow up with your people. Check in on your people, especially in that really, really crucial 3 week to 1 month mark when they maybe start feeling like, okay, I've been taking this stuff for a while and I maybe should be noticing some things, but maybe they're hyper focused on that scale like I was and need you to point out their non-scale victories and really celebrate those with them. So be your people's person that my husband was for me. He pushed me to continue when I was ready to give up. And I'm so glad that I stuck with it, because by the time I hit my 3-month mark on the products, I was down 24 pounds. I had energy again. I was playing with my kids again. I was smiling more. I was laughing more. My face was starting to clear up. I felt like $100. I felt amazing. I wasn't running to the bathroom all day. Like, my stomach troubles did not control my life anymore. My anxiety and depression was better. You guys, I was like a whole new person. And that person has continued to get better as I've gone on this journey with the products and with the personal development. So that's kind of my health testimony. But I'm going to share with you guys that when I decided to do this business, it was before I had all of those big wins. I didn't know what multi-level marketing even was when I first got started. And so when I decided to do the business, it was when I found out that you could make money sharing about these products. It was about a week after my husband stood in the bathroom with me and pointed out all of those non-scale victories, actually, that I decided to share. And what kind of got me to share was a video on YouTube. I was like out there just searching, like, what is multi-level marketing? I don't even know what this means. But I came across a video of Sonia Dudley, and she said into the video, I used to care what people thought about me until I tried to pay my bills with their opinions. And at that moment, I was like, you know what? Like, I don't know what this is or who this lady is, but I am going to go for it. Because my husband then, you guys, I was dealing with all these health issues, but I was also broke. My husband, 11-year police officer. Police officers don't make that much money, you guys. And it was really important to us as a family that I stay home and raise our children. And we really wanted a large family too, which made it difficult. I had to learn how to coupon and budget and spend money properly. But still, you guys, we were like robbing Peter to pay Paul, like sweating, like cold, you know how you break out in that cold sweat before you like swipe your card at the grocery store because you're not sure if it's going to get declined? Like, that's where we were. But also my husband he was coming home from work and he was so exhausted, you guys, he couldn't even get his police uniform off. He would just fall asleep on the sofa in his uniform. And it was heart-wrenching. And Another layer of that is that I really felt like I was lifing alone, that I didn't get married to be by myself, you guys, and he was having to work so much just so we could barely make it. And so when I learned that you can make money doing this, I saw that video of Sonia's and I decided that I was going to go all in. And so I went all in the beginning, you guys. Like, fear or no fear, it didn't matter what people thought or what people said about me. It didn't matter. I just went for it. And I think that that attributed a lot to my success too, is just not caring what people think or say, or if they think I'm salesy. Like, I didn't care. I knew that I had something that could add value to people's lives. And we should never apologize for that, for sharing something that we believe can help other people, right? But I just went for it, and I was able, without a lot of friends. I didn't have a lot of friends. I didn't have a big circle of friends. I didn't have influence. I had 160 Facebook friends, and I did not even know what multi-level marketing was when I got started. And I went Emerald in 14 months from that day that I joined Fallon in March of 2015. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Should I see if there's any questions or anything? Any questions about my life story? I am so excited to just be hanging out with you guys tonight. I hope some of you guys are on. Okay, we don't need to be hearing me talk on that thing. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and then I'll look when we're finished. Okay, so So, okay, we're going to get to recruiting. This is my favorite part. Okay, so you guys, when you're reaching out to people, you really need to know what your markets are, right? I think that is where we start. Let's talk about what the markets mean. So you've heard of warm market, you've heard of cold market, right? I want to talk to you a little bit about your dirt list. For those of you who are just getting started, or maybe you are adding team members who are just starting their Plexus businesses, before you start talking about warm market and cold market, let's talk about your dirt list, you guys. If you haven't heard this term, this is referring to the people who will join you even if you are selling dirt. They will buy it. Those are the people who love you. These are your parents, those types of people. Okay, so people who would buy dirt from you if you were selling dirt, which of course we know we have an amazing product. It's not dirt, but so think about those people first. Okay, if you're anything like me and you don't have dirt list people, like I haven't signed my family, like my family's not interested in what I have going on, and that's fine. There are a lot of us out there that don't have those types of people, and I'm here to tell you, you can do this and you can be successful without that support, okay? Sometimes the people closest to us are our biggest critics, are our least supportive people, our biggest skeptics, those types of things. That's okay. You can love them from over there, and they do not have to steal your dreams away, okay? You can tell your people, I'm doing this with or without you, but I would really, really, really love your support. That's okay if you don't have it, okay? But dirt listers, you want your people going silver to start there. A lot of people can get 3 people, like super fast, but they make it really, really complicated. It doesn't have to be complicated, okay? So dirt list, your mom, your best friend, and your sister. Boom, you're silver, okay, right? So think about your dirt list first. Let's talk about your warm market. So your warm market, these are people that you know, right? Now, a lot of people, when they think warm market, they think inner circle, they think their family and their friends, and maybe the people that they are really close to at church. I'm here to tell you that your warm market is so much bigger than what many of you believe it is. Listen to me. How long have you had Facebook? Probably a long time, right? Facebook has been out forever. I remember when it first came out. I can't even tell you what year this was, but I remember when it first came out and it was just for college students. And I was so disappointed because I didn't go to college. I have my high school degree, but I was like, whatever, that's for losers. But I secretly wanted in, but it was like the secret society that I couldn't be a part of. But once they opened it up to everybody, right? I don't know how long ago that was. It was forever ago. You have warm market people. Your entire Facebook friends list is a warm market, you guys. You do not have to build relationships with these people. You have been building relationships with these people for God only knows how many years, right? Message them, expose them to Plexus. You don't have to wait. You don't have to find this perfect moment to bring it up. Just bring it up, because you've got to take the fear out of that message, okay? Because you've got to put the focus on them and not on yourself. You're offering them an opportunity that could change their health, that could change their financial future, that could completely change your life. Stop waiting. Stop hesitating. You don't need a perfect moment, okay? I'm giving you permission to expose these people to Plexus, okay? So your warm market is way more vast than you probably have thought. These are anybody you went to school with. I mean, do you have a Facebook page of people that you like, your reunion page or something? Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I'm old enough to have that as a situation. But do you have a reunion page or people you went to high school with, your entire friends list? Oh my gosh, people from church, neighbors. I mean, you guys know, you probably have like a Frank's list or like a memory jogger or something like that. These are warm market people. You don't need to spend a lot of time building relationships with these people, okay? Cold market. Cold market means stranger. Like this is a total stranger off the street that you met at the store or whatever else. I'm going to give you a couple of examples on how to meet people to add to your cold market list. I really love Instagram. It's something that I'm really just trying to use more. I think Facebook is definitely probably the biggest social media platform that you can use to build your business. But Instagram is a really great place to grab cold market people. So check out Instagram, build your Instagram page, work on your branding and those types of things, which that's maybe a call for another day, because that's another thing that I really enjoy doing. But find some people, some successful people in this business, and go to their Instagram page and check them out. See what they're doing. You can go to mine. It's just Cody Helmer. I don't know. But that's a great way to get cold message people. My favorite way, though, is to join groups. Now, please do not make the mistake of joining a group that you, have absolutely no interest in whatsoever. Been there, made that mistake. Listen, there was a time early in my business when I thought, wow, I'll just join all of these vegan and vegetarian groups, right? Because they like plants, and I have products that are made from plants. This is going to be great. You guys, I eat meat. I have had absolutely no value to add to these people whatsoever. So it did not pan out. It did not work out so well. So join groups that you are interested in, because I'm going to tell you that if you join groups that you're not interested in, it's going to feel like work when you go in there. You don't want it to feel like work. But if you join a group that you're actually interested in, like for me, I'm going to give you an example. I started gardening this year. I've always been interested in doing it. I just didn't really know how to do it or how to get started. But it goes with my healthy lifestyle, my brand, what I'm doing, right? So I thought gardening is going to be awesome. So I took a little bit of time. I learned how to garden. I joined gardening groups. I asked questions in there, because you guys, when you join these groups, you have to engage the group or the page. You are not going to build relationships. You're not going to move people from the group to your Facebook page if you're not adding some sort of value to the page whatsoever. For instance, I would ask, when is the best time to water your tomato plants? And a ton of people would comment and like my post in there. And so now I'm not a stranger anymore. I am the girl from the gardening group that is growing tomatoes and needs some help, right? So when I friends requested all of those people who commented on that post, I wasn't a stranger to them. They accepted my friend's request. And then you can move into trying to start a conversation and build a relationship with those people, right? So groups is one of my favorite ways to do that. So those are your markets. Okay. So let's talk about what to do when you reach out to these different people, right? You want to first initiate a conversation. That is first and foremost, right? So when I move someone to my Facebook page, or maybe I meet them at the store and I say, oh my gosh, like, I don't know. I'll give an example at the tanning salon. I was like, you are always so friendly when I come in here. She complimented my hat one day. It was just awesome. So like, I love connecting with people like you. There needs to be more happy people in this world. Are you on Facebook? Yeah, I'm on Facebook. Awesome. Put in your information, and I friend her right there. When I leave the salon, I screenshot that so that I know when I go home, I can add her to my running master list, right? Not hard. That's how you meet cold market people. That's how you network and get people on your Facebook page. Okay. So first thing, you want to initiate a conversation. You do not just want to go into a group and mass add a bunch of people. That is a no-no. Nobody likes that. And you also don't want to just add someone to your Facebook page and then just like message them like a crazy person. Like, let me tell you about my Plexus. Like, nobody likes that either, right? So you've got to initiate a conversation. One, you should probably go to the person's Facebook page and make sure this is somebody that you even want on your team, right? Is this somebody that you even want to be friends with? I can tell you that if I go to someone's Facebook page, I can pretty much determine in like 2.1 second, what are you somebody I want to be friends with? You can tell a lot by a person's Facebook page. So go there, see if there are people you would like to be friends with. If they're not, bye, Felicia. You don't need that kind of negativity in your life. If they're posting nudie stuff or they're cussing or all these nasty stuff, you don't need that, right? But if it's somebody that you want to be friends with or whatever, initiate a conversation. Find a reason to message them. I friended a lady the other day in a Facebook group. Went to her Facebook page and she posted some pictures about some cakes. I've got 6 kids. We have birthdays all the time. Like, I reached out to her and asked her, "Hey, we're new Facebook friends. I'm Cody Helmer. So nice to meet you on Facebook. Hey, I noticed on your Facebook page that you've got some pictures of some really nice cakes. How long have you been decorating cakes? I'm always looking for a local person, a local small business to support, and a local person who could maybe help me with birthday party cakes." That's how we got a conversation going. She eventually asked me, "What do you do?" And I was able to tell her. But you get conversations going with people. Find a reason to message them. Go to their Facebook page, like, comment on their stuff, add value to their life, those types of things. The second thing you want to do, and you want to be moving, I'm going to give you these in numbers, and the idea is to move them from one number to the next, okay? So that's being really intentional with your messages. So the second thing you want to do is you want to qualify that person. You want to find that they have a need for the products or for the business opportunity in their life. Sometimes they qualify themselves. So if you're paying attention to their Facebook page, and you see somebody posting, "Oh my gosh, I hate my job. It's the worst job ever. My boss sucks," whatever. They're qualified, honey. They're looking for another business opportunity, or they're looking for a way out, right? What if you see someone posting about a mom maybe who is exhausted? "I can't hardly keep up with these kids." Maybe she's stressed out, whatever it is. She's qualified already. Message her. "Hey girl, I noticed your post on Facebook. You are suffering. I know I was there once before. Listen, I've got some information about some products that I would love to send to you. They've completely changed my life, and I think that you would really be interested in these. Can I send you some more information?" Something like that. You want to find that they have a need in their life for the products or for the business opportunity, okay? And that's easy to do. Just ask them. Like, if you can't find a reason, just ask them, "Do you have a need for something like this in your life?" Maybe they've got a kid in college. You don't know, but you're not going to know until you ask, okay? And you find that information out by having real back and forth conversations with people. Okay, the third thing is to invite them to something. So I'll always say something like, "Can you share with me your health goals? I would love to be able to recommend some products for you." If they agree to my more information, "Share with me your health goals. I would love to make sure I'm recommending the right products for you." Something like that. And invite them to watch a video. That's what I do. You can invite them to a sip and see. You can invite them to a launch party. You can invite them to a local event, whatever it is that you want to do. But I personally use the triplex video in the back office. I like the 1-minute video versus the 24-second video. But that's what I send. And I will say, "When will you have a minute to watch this video?" And they'll tell me, "Oh, I can watch that right now." Great. This is going to keep my conversation going because I know they're going to watch this video right now. So I wait about 2 minutes and then I message them, "What did you think about the video?" You want to invite them to watch something and keep the conversation going. The next thing you want to do, you guys, is close the deal. This is where many people lose it. You're not closing deals. You want to continue to message them information. You want to send you this. I'm sending you this article. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. You've got to close the deal. So when you're doing this, it's important to know that there are 3 different types of people in the world. There are people who know they need to make a change in their health or in their finances or whatever it is, and they see a sense of urgency. These are the people that are going to join you right away. These are the Cody Helmers of the world. I joined right away. Well, it took me a couple weeks to find the products, but I didn't need a follow-up. I didn't need you to send me an article and all of this stuff. Like, I'm sold, I'm done. But there's also people who know they need to make a change in their life, but they don't see a sense of urgency. These are the people that you're going to have to move through these steps. You're going to have to qualify them. You're going to have to invite them to watch a video. You're going to have to hear their story, right? Those types of things. So in those people, you've got to create the urgency that they don't have. So in your close, you're going to say, okay, I've showed you how the triplex combo is going to completely change your life. You have been suffering from X, Y, and Z for this amount of time. Why suffer another second? Let's get you signed up. Do you have 5 minutes right now to get signed up or to get started? That's how you close a deal. Do you have 5 minutes right now to sign up? Here's my phone number. Whatever it is. I like to get people on the phone. If people can hear your excitement and your enthusiasm and your passion, they're way more apt to join. And also, a little tip, they're way less likely to pull a Houdini when they're signing up. And you know, you've been there, I've been there too. Someone's on your website, they're like straight up, what business name should I use and all these things. And then next thing you know, they're gone. Like, where did they even go? I don't know. That doesn't happen on the phone, you guys. You can handle objections. You can, if they start to hesitate, whatever it is, you can walk them through it. Also, another great way to make sure they come in with their convenience order on. You guys, you have to be setting people up for success with their convenience order. We know that 80% of people who come in without a convenience order will not order again. Why on earth would you bring anybody into this business without a convenience order? You're pulling the rug out from underneath them before they even have a chance. You've got to do it. Okay, so close the deal. And the next thing, the last step number 5 is follow through. You guys, when someone signs up with you, that is not the end. That is the beginning, okay? You've got to follow through. They bought into you just like they bought into these products, and they believe that you are going to lead them to success. So whatever that looks like for your team, the follow through could be they join you, you add them into a 3-way chat with your sponsor, you add them to your team page, you send them the triplex instruction letter or something like that. And you follow up with them often, especially in their first month. I'm talking like when they get the products, I'm talking once a week. And then you make sure that you point out their any non-scale victories they have in that crucial 3-week to 1 month mark, when normally people start seeing detox symptoms, right? So those are the 5 steps: initiate, qualify, invite, close, and follow through. You guys, a couple other tips here. Keep it simple. Just keep it simple. You can't talk yourself out of a sale, and it happens quite a bit. People talk too much. You don't need all that. They don't need to hear how you got started. They don't need to hear your whole journey. People want to know, how is this going to help me? I think it's important to say that you love the products, right? But they don't need to hear your whole story. They don't need to know all of the information usually. They want to know, does it work? What do I need? And how do I get it? So keep it really simple, you guys. And another tip, be yourself. When you're reaching out and you're going through these steps, it can't be like Mr. Roboto. Like, people don't like to join if they feel like you're not being genuine and authentic and real. Okay, so if you're silly, if that's just naturally you, be a little silly. If you're excited, be excited. Just be yourself and let your personality shine through. I do a lot of voice messages because I'm like I get excited and I want I want people to know that I'm excited for them, that they're going to start their journey. But I'm going to tell you, I do not have a good day every day. So on the days that I'm not feeling so peppy, I don't send voice messages, okay? But you've got to be yourself and try to keep it as personal as possible. Use the voice message option. It really, really helps people to feel connected to you. Get people on the phone. That's really important too. But you're being you, like that is your superpower. Okay. The great thing about this business is there is no mold. There is no dual mold that you need to fit in. Listen to me. I am crazy as I'll get out. And I am definitely an underdog, you guys. And I made it. You can make it too. And you don't have to be anything other than the best version of yourself to do that. Okay, so just be yourself and think about that when you're reaching out to people. Do you genuinely care that they get started and have a chance to change their life, to change their health, to change their future, to be able to afford their baby school supplies or their daughter's dance class? Do you care? If you care, that's all you need. That is all you need. You do not need to be worrying about if you're being salesy, none of that stuff. You are providing an opportunity and hope to people. And you just do that by being your authentic, amazing self. And that is it. That's it. I think that's all I got. That is all I got. I guess the only other tip that I would have is your mindset is really, really huge. Make sure that you're constantly working on yourself. If you're sitting there thinking nobody's joining, that is a crock of bull, you guys. People are joining Plexus every single day. They are just not joining you, and you need to know why. Ask yourself, why? Am I not being real enough? Am I not reaching out enough? This is a numbers game, you guys. You guys have to be reaching out to a lot of people. The only difference between you and a diamond is they've heard no more than you. And so that's it. Mindset, be yourself, do your thing, find your strength. That's another thing. Strengths Finder 2.0 is probably one of the best books that I've read, or best investments I've made into myself in this business. Because we've got to be focusing on our strengths, what we're good at, right? Because if you focus on your weaknesses, you're not going to feel like you're winning, right? So yeah, that's it. That's all I got. I'm going to try to see if I can see your guys' questions on here without messing this up. Okay. Plexus, Texas Plexus. Sisters and misters. That is a tongue twister, you guys. Okay. Nope, I don't want that. Hey. I love seeing all the hey-heys. Okay. Jera, is that your name? That is a beautiful name. You broke your tailbone as a child too. That is no joke, right? I was in a car and my mom forgot to buckle me up and I fell out. I love it. I'm not seeing any questions. It's initiate, qualify, invite, close, and follow through. Those are the steps. When you send someone a message and you get crickets, how do you continue the follow-up? That is a great question. So that happens a lot, and it's important for you to know that it's not you. Keep reaching out to people. You never know when someone's circumstances will change. And I personally, I ignored my follow-up because I didn't have the money in that particular moment. So you've got to keep following up with people. And what I do is I like to do it like a couple times a week, once a week for a month, and then like once a month. And then I follow up with people once a month for quite some time. And I'll say, eventually I'll say, this might not be the opportunity for you. And that is totally understandable. But I don't want to waste your time, and I don't want to waste my time. But I would love to help some of your friends get healthy If you know anybody who is interested in that, I would love to reach out to them. Do you have any referrals for me? You always want to get referrals, but after some time, you guys, you've got to kind of take the carrot, take the opportunity away from some of these people. There is nothing worse than a constipated funnel. Your job is to put people in your funnel constantly and be moving them through your funnel as quickly as possible. And by moving them through, I mean moving them through these steps and eventually getting them signed up and into a different category. Is this a business builder? Is this a wholesale customer? And then you do your thing with that. But that's the idea, is you want to be moving people through your funnel as quickly as possible. If you get crickets, that's okay. A cricket is not a no. I have never had someone tell me to get lost. But I continue to message people until I get a no, or until it becomes a crazy, annoying amount of time, right? They're seeing your messages for 6 months and they ain't saying nothing. Like, let's say, hey, what's preventing you from pulling the trigger on this opportunity? It's okay to ask questions too, you guys. And then it's also okay to take the opportunity away, but always, always, always get referrals from people before you do that. Um, 5 minutes right now to get you started. What? So I ask them, do you have 5 minutes right now to get you started and to get you signed up, right? And you want to walk them through the sign up process. I like to get people on the phone. So if they say, yeah, I've got 5 minutes, I'll say, perfect, here's my phone number, give me a call. I like to give my phone number away so that they don't feel like they have to give up something. They don't have to give up their phone number, right? So usually I'll give them my phone number and wait for my phone to ring. And once the phone rings, I don't think I've ever got on the phone with someone and did not sign them up. I don't think that's ever happened. So get people on the phone, you guys. That's a big tip. All right. No more questions? Oh, I see some more. Okay. Find Your Strengths 2.0. It's Strengths Finder 2.0. Where is it? I usually have it right on my desk. Yeah, hold on. This book, Strengths Finder 2.0. You guys, this is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. You have to find your strengths in this business, and you've got to find the strengths of your team members so that you can use them to build a cohesive team. We are not good at everything. Nobody in this world, there is only one Jesus Christ, and I'm not him. And so we're not good at everything, and that's normal, and that's okay. But what you do is you find your strengths, and then you find people on your team who have strengths different than you, and you guys put them together and you create a team that is absolutely unstoppable, right? But you've got to focus on what you're good at and stop focusing on what you're not good at, you guys. And most people, if you ask them what their strengths are, they can't tell you. But if you ask them what their weaknesses are, guess what? They got a whole notebook, laundry list of stuff that they're not good at. But if you're judging a fish on its ability to climb a tree, the fish is going to go its entire life thinking that it's stupid, right? It's true. You got to find what you're good at and stick with those things. Like for me, I love recruiting. I'm an activator. I get things done. I'm a great motivator and encourager. I really enjoy that. And attraction marketing and branding. Those are my things, and I enjoy it. It doesn't feel like work when I do those things. How many times, how long do you wait when they don't see your private messages if you've messaged them and follow up a few times? Are they not looking at all? Because there's a difference between somebody who's not seeing the message and somebody who is seeing the message and just like not messaging you back. I would ask them. I would stop with the is there anything I can do? Is there anything I can send? Like, don't do that. Like, ask them what's holding you back from this opportunity, and try to handle their objections. I mean, you never know what their objections are until you ask. I've asked people, why aren't you pulling the trigger on this opportunity? Or I'll say, we've talked about your migraines and how the triplex combo can help you with that, and how everything's gut connected and those things. Tell me why you're not pulling the trigger on this, or what information can I send you to help you make a decision? Or maybe you say, what between 1 and 10, 10 being sign me up right now, where are you right now? Ask those types of questions, the hard questions that get people to answer. And if they still don't answer, then I would move to asking for referrals and kind of taking the opportunity away. You'll be surprised by some of the people when I take it away. They'll say, wait, I am interested. And I'll say, okay, well, tell me what's holding you back then from pulling the trigger. And they can tell me their objections, and then I can try to handle them. I hope that answers your question, Amy. Okay, so do you ever cold message people that you don't know about Plexus? And if so, how do you do it? The first message, no. I don't do that unless they give me a reason, unless they qualify themselves on Facebook by one of the examples I mentioned earlier. Maybe they're talking about their headache or maybe whatever. Then if I've never had a conversation with them, I will I'll bring it up. I'll just say, hey, I know you and I haven't talked much. We've been Facebook friends for just a real little bit, but I noticed on Facebook that you're talking about this, and I think I've got something that can help you. Would it be okay if I sent you some more information? That's what I would do. Maybe it's a complete stranger, and you say, hey, thank you so much for the ad, or I'm so glad that we could connect on Facebook. I'm Cody Helmer. I'm a mom of 6. I work from home. I enjoy gardening, whatever, those types of things. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Then they're going to tell you about themselves. It's going to open up a conversation. You're going to see what you've got in common with them. But that's the idea, you guys, is not necessarily to like blow their mind with your Plexus. It's to create relationships and friendships and find a reason to qualify them with the products or the business opportunity, if that makes sense. Okay, I'm going to refresh this because I feel like when I refresh it, different stuff pops up. Wrong button. Yay, I'm glad you guys are taking notes. I hope this is helpful. I don't see any more questions, and I've about taken up an hour of your night. It's almost 10:30 here. So I'm going to go, but I love you all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really, really appreciate you, and I hope this helps. Kendall, thank you so much for inviting me to pour into your team tonight. I hope you guys have a fantastic night, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys. Thanks.